Hi, this is Lizzie, also known as Elizabeth. I'm here making a response video to those girls who live in Arizona, how they are being really racist against Mexican and against Mexicans themselves. I'm Mexican, so I found it really offensive, but I didn't want to be as low as they were. I wanted to keep it a little more classy and not go for the low balls. Okay, one of the first things they say is that for Mexicans to grab their burritos and get the fuck out of the country because we make their life a living hell. First of all, I don't know what Mexican pissed you off, but not all of them are like that, and most of us are really, really nice, and we could actually be really good friends. And grab our burritos. I'm pretty sure you've had a burrito before. A lot of people have, and most of the time they're really good to people. Maybe you don't like them, but you don't have to be so rude, and you just keep talking and talking about burritos. Do you have like a problem with them or something? Because that's kind of an issue for you, I guess, but whatever. And technically this country was Native Americans first. It wasn't yours. It was Native Americans, and we're descendants of Native Americans. I'm actually part Native American, so I find that really offensive. If you don't know your history, why are you talking shit? You seriously, you don't know. So I would be quiet. Okay, they say we're nasty and we're raunchy. I don't know which ones you've seen, because I know me myself, I'm not nasty, I'm not raunchy. And that's like really rude. You're being like really stereotypical, which is retarded. If you're really gonna be writing, talking shit, learn your facts first. You're saying we have kids every 5 seconds. First of all, that is physically impossible. That's impossible. I don't know any person that's had kids every 5 seconds. Maybe if they're having twins, triplets, maybe more, one at a time. But it's not gonna happen every freaking 5 seconds. And yeah, some Mexicans do have a lot of kids, but that's their choice. It's no one else's choice but them. But I know some Mexican families that only have 2 kids, 3 kids, maybe 1. And if they want to have a lot of kids, let them have a lot of kids. They love their kids. They love their babies. Why do you have to be so disrespectful to them? They want to have kids. Let them have their kids. I mean, at least they're not having an abortion or doing anything like that. They're trying to provide for their child. Let them have their kids. Leave it alone. You said you want to slap the people who have kids. How disrespectful are you? Like, grow more respect. I'm sure a lot of people right now want to slap you and hurt you. Both of y'all. All 3 of y'all girls. I mean, I know the girl in the background, the little chubby one or whatever, wasn't really saying anything, but she was laughing and being rude too. You may not have said anything, honey, but you were being an asshole too. And for the other 2, learn respect. Just obviously your parents didn't teach you, or maybe they did and maybe you're disrespecting them, but you're making the white community look bad. The whole white community. I know not all white people are like that, but so far you're giving them the wrong name. You're seriously disrespecting your own people, pretty much. And skin's just a color. Why do you have to be so racist about it? I mean, if we were all white, you wouldn't be doing that. If we were all Mexicans, you wouldn't be doing that. If we were all black, you wouldn't be doing that. So why do you have to be so hateful against Mexicans? Like, seriously? It's just a color. We're brown. What's wrong with that? Okay, you're saying that to go back to Mexico. So if we're already living in Mexico, the United States itself, you're telling us to go back to Mexico, get a green card, and then come back? And that it's not that hard. For information, it takes years to get a green card in the first place, and you have to pay a lot of money. Most of the Mexicans that do come over, well, not most, but some of the Mexicans that come over here, they only come to make it better for their family. I mean, if you had your kids and you wanted a better life, wouldn't you do that? I mean, I know if I have kids and I was to live in Mexico, and as bad as it is right now, I would want to come over here. I'd rather stay over here. And if I have to be an illegal immigrant, okay. I mean, yeah, it's not right, but still, they're trying to provide for their family. And that we hop fences, like, really specifying to that's kind of rude. You don't know what they go through to get here. And you just need to stop being so stereotypical. Like, seriously, stop. I know I said that word funny. Sorry. Oh, and so, about the Mexicans being in your class and they don't know Spanish, well, they can't be illegal immigrants because they don't allow illegal immigrants in school. You have to be an American citizen. You have to be a U.S. citizen to be able to go to school in the first place. You can't just be an illegal immigrant. And the people that do speak Spanish, I guess they don't have this in Arizona, but they do have ESL classes where they put the Spanish people in a separate class. When I was going to high school, they had one of my friends, he spoke nothing but Spanish, but they had him with this thing where he pressed in the English word and it came out in Spanish so he could understand, and he was learning at the same time. Guess they don't have that over there. They do over here in Texas, so I don't know. But you seriously have some problems, and that's not right. I'm just saying, like, if you were to go to another country, they're going to need to help you. And you would love to have the help. Teachers don't just specify to one person. Obviously, teachers doing something wrong, because I'm sure teachers go to every single person if they need help. Speak English or get out of the country. They're learning. Simple as that. Not all people that are born in the United States speak English. Like, they can be born in the United States, but know Spanish because of their family. So, first of all, really, like, you're that stupid. Like, really. Come on. I mean, I don't know yourselves. I don't know if y'all stupid like that, but the video y'all made, y'all just made yourselves look retarded. Stating stuff y'all didn't even know. Mexicans didn't come here first. That's what y'all pretty much saying. First of all, Native Americans were here first. People from another country came over here and they took over pretty much. The Indians were nice enough to welcome them, give them food, teach them all. That's where Thanksgiving comes from, so be smart first. Thanksgiving, hello, that's a big hint right there that they weren't here first. Like, seriously. And Mexicans are descendants of Native Americans, Aztecs, Mayans. That's why you see a lot of them with the tattoos of that, or they have like a lot of religious things about that. So technically we were here first. So technically you're in our country. Yeah, they may have run it over and taken over it, but it's still, we were here first. This was our homeland first. I mean, Texas was a part of Mexico. A lot of other places were a part of Mexico. Like, half of the United States were a part of Mexico before it even came that. Before it came to the United States, so just saying. Okay. You want us to fuck ourselves? Like, seriously, girls? The girl bending over in front of the camera saying kiss our, then the other girl kiss our asses. Like, you know how retarded you look and you sound? You're, like, making yourself look so stupid. And you're bringing yourself down. You're making yourself look so inappropriate. I mean, if you have hatred towards Mexicans, at least say it right. Don't be so rude and stereotypical. Learn your facts and do everything first. Obviously, you don't know nothing. Obviously. Like, my main thing is y'all don't have any of y'all's facts straight at all. Y'all are just being racist. That's it. And that's rude, because Mexicans are the only immigrants. They're a major part of it. But if anybody from another country is technically an immigrant, if they're coming out of here without a green card, that makes them an immigrant. So you're telling Mexicans to get out when they're not the only immigrants here. And calling people beaners or whatever, they could have called you plenty of names. We could call you white trash. We could call you snow. We could call you like a bunch of stupid shit. I could be really racist and call you a bunch of stuff. Pretty much, I can. But I'm not like that. Because you know what? I believe in forgiveness. I mean, it's not right for y'all to be that retarded and stupid and be that racist. Yeah, Mexicans are having a lot of hate for you. But you know what? You can lowball all you want and be stupid and talk this shit. But, you know, I bet you there's plenty of Mexicans going over there to Arizona right now to find y'all. And the Mexicans that are in Arizona, I wouldn't show my face. I'd be embarrassed. I mean, I would make a video apologizing for how stupid and racist I sounded. Okay. You're telling them to burn? That's rude. That's not a death I would wish or want for anyone. That's an ugly way to die. Y'all just plain rude and disrespectful. And if I was your mom, I would beat your ass with the chancla. Just saying. Okay, and you're saying fuck our Jesus. you know, Mexicans are usually either Catholic or Christian. Most of the time they're Catholic. You're white. You're white. You're Caucasian. Usually white people's religion is Christian. Christian and Catholic is almost the same religion. It is different in some ways, but we have the same Jesus. So when you're saying fuck our Jesus, you're pretty much saying the same thing for you. Maybe you don't believe in God. Maybe you don't believe in Jesus. But that's a religion. And you know what? Karma's a bitch. I'm just saying God looks out for the girls like you who are disrespectful, talking shit, especially talking about God or Jesus out of all people. Like, you know how retarded you sounded saying fuck your Jesus. Our Jesus is the same almost as everyone else's. If you're Christian, if you're Catholic, if you're any other religion, most of the time they have the same Jesus. The one on the cross, yes, he died for our sins. So pretty much you were sinning right there and he died for your sin, and you know what? He shouldn't have died for your sin out of that. If he knew that there's people like you, maybe he wouldn't have done that. But you know what? He would have done it because he's a nice guy, and you know what? Forgiveness. And that if we should all, you want us all to get crucified, like that's a horrible death. And you know what? Karma is a bitch, and pretty much soon you'll probably be getting your karma, and it'll bite you in your ass. Maybe it'll be years from now, maybe it'll be a week from now, maybe it'll be right now, maybe it'll be a couple hours from now, something. But karma's a bitch, and it's gonna happen to you. Alright, well, I've said what I had to say about the girls. I said what I had to say to the girls. Please like my video, subscribe. Thank you for y'all's support and everything. Just wanted to make sure that they know that was really disrespectful and rude. And racism won't be allowed in America no more. I hope not. I mean, I'm not racist, I'm Mexican. Obviously, I did the little Mexican flag of my eyeshadow. That'd be cute and go with the video. Thank y'all for y'all's support, and thank y'all for watching.